Hey, Dochimo, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Harding, thank you for the 5 months, by the way. Chuki, I think I missed your 63 a little bit ago. Apologies for that. It's quiet without the pocket background. It is a little bit, isn't it? All right. As Marvel Snap As Marvel Snap grows, we've seen how acquiring cards has become progressively more difficult. Your feedback has been heard loud and clear. It's helped us identify and prioritize a number of major concerns. Overall, lack of agency in acquiring new cards. New users struggling to get to the meta faster as it takes too long to earn all of Series 3 cards. Returning players struggling to catch up after missing a season or more of new cards. The randomness of spotlight caches feeling frustrating. We take these concerns seriously and are in the process of improving the ways players can acquire cards in the game. We currently have a design we think addresses many of the issues above. However, rebuilding core aspects of Snap takes time to get right. We're in the process of gathering feedback on the design while working to continue it into production. We don't have an exact date yet, but it's going to take a few months. That's like maybe end of Q1 2025, few months optimistically. In the meantime, we are taking steps near term to improve quality of life around card acquisition. In January's patch, we will be doubling the drop rate of Series 3 cards in collector's reserves from 2 out of every 9 to 4 out of every 9. This is a band-aid fix, but something we could do quickly. This will drastically reduce the new time to acquire all Series 3 cards. Off the cuff, drastically decrease. And that sounds right. So if we double it, I believe this should take the time to get Series 3 complete from about 7 to 8 months free to play to about 3 to 4 months, which actually, and this probably isn't a coincidence, this brings it back in line with how long it took to get Series 3 complete when Marvel Snap launched before we had a number of series drops. It's probably not a coincidence that that's where they wanted to tow it back into. There will also be increasing token payout from Spotlight Cache duplicates from 1,000 to 2,000. We know there are multiple issues with the Spotlight Cache system, but one of the biggest complaints is pulling a duplicate from the 4th slot. This is a band-aid but fairly straightforward change, so we can release it quickly. As previously mentioned, we're planning a bigger series drops for the first quarter of 2025. Okay, yeah, I mean, initial reaction is these are both two strictly good things that are upgrades, yeah? They're both things better than before. They're also acknowledging that these are band-aid fixes that don't get everything in one scoop. That being said, it's nice to see this because I think Second Dinner has been very apprehensive about doing band-aid fixes. Whenever the economy has come up in recent memory, they've been very pointedly like, hey, we want to get this right. We want to make sure whatever change we make does it. We don't want to make knee-jerk reactions in the short term. I'm glad that we're getting something like this. Yeah, doubling Series 3 drops, I think, is safe and a friendly move. Agree. Get people into that. The Spotlight Cache duplicates, I mean, still kind of a booby prize on that last one, getting tokens, but it's slightly less of a booby prize, so we take those, I think. It's posted on Twitter for people that haven't seen it yet. I can spell Band-Aid, right? Short-term Band-Aid fixes for Snap Economy announced coming soon. In addition to larger system overhaul likely coming in Q1 2025. I think all of the people who are going to Threads and going to Blue Sky and leaving Twitter are very silly and don't understand how all of these websites are the same. I think if you're a content creator who, for the sake of content, is putting up additional accounts to try and catch more people across more platforms, that sounds reasonable and fine from a monetization perspective. But I think if you expect Blue Sky to not literally be the same as Twitter once the same people are there, you're very silly and you're kidding yourselves. Update the economy command. These websites are all the same, except only one of them gives money to Elon Musk. Sure. And Threads gives money to Mark Zuckerberg, who also dumped a bunch of money into Republicans. And Blue Sky is owned and operated by a bunch of crypto bros, who I also were backing the conservatives in the last election. So, like, I get it. Elon Musk is like the whatever one that you know the name of. But if you actually dig and understand, like, they're mostly all the same. Yeah, I had parked my Twitter for a little bit, and then I had to log back into it to drag Samsung because my Samsung Z Fold 4 here, after being less than 2 years old, is now a literal brick sitting on my thing. Well, this is the first Samsung phone I have ever bought, and it'll be the last Samsung phone I've ever bought. Singular most expensive piece of hardware I've ever owned, and also the shortest lived cell phone I've ever purchased. Actually, just insane. And that's to couple it with the fact that their software stack is freaking abysmal. What happened to the phone? And honestly, what happened to the phone is extra messed up too on Samsung's part. So the phone works fine, except it can't connect to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth anymore. And I need Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And when I sent it to the Samsung repair center to get it replaced, they told me they needed to replace the LCD screen that works fine on it. And the cost to replace the LCD screen on it was more than just buying a refurbed Z Fold 4 off of Amazon would have been. So they sent it back to me, not fixing the problem while trying to oversell me on a repair that they didn't need. And this was the official Samsung repair center through the Samsung website. This was not a third party. I went through Samsung's website, and this was the service I got. All right, I think the volume was a little loud. Apologies to headphone users. Is that better? I didn't even break it. It broke in a software update. They pushed a November software update out, and it killed my Wi-Fi and my Bluetooth. They broke it, and then they tried to sell me on a fix. It might not even have a hardware issue. It might even just be a software issue. But Samsung also locks the bootloader, so I couldn't backflash the old version of the software myself. I wanted to try and flash the previous software to try and debug if it was a hardware or a software issue with the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi, and I put it into bootloader mode and downloaded the old version, and it said, this version of the operating system and bootloader is older than the one that you have, we won't flash it. Actually just the most insane $2,000. Yeah, it's like Apple level nonsense. Let me do what I want with my piece of hardware. What did I end up getting? I bought the OnePlus Open, which I've not had for a very long time yet, but it's been a reasonable piece of hardware for the 2 months or whatever I've had it. That one consistently gets voted to be the best foldable. Yeah, I read a bunch of reviews between the Samsung Fold 6 and the Google Fold and this one. The Google Fold had terrible reviews. Really mediocre overall. This one was generally positive, and my experience has been good so far. I haven't had it a super long time either, though. All right, what do I feel like playing, chat? That one British idiot. Thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate that. I wish OnePlus had decent traded options. Very expensive. See, I don't trade in my old phones. I buy my phones outright. I buy my phones outright, and then when I'm done with them after 2 years, typically I give them to my kids. My three children have OnePlus 6, 7s, and 8s, which are mine and Christy's old phones. I was hoping to let one of them have my old foldable when I was done with it, but now that it's bricked, it'll be my first phone I've bought in the last decade that I don't get to hand to one of my kids after I'm done with it. One drop Wiccan. I guess it's got 3 2s at least. You make them fight in a free-for-all brawl to see who gets the latest phone. No, we rotate whoever. So whoever has the oldest gets the newest when one of Christy or I hand them down. And look at those average cubes on the bad win rate. That's funny. I kind of like the look of this, but Cable should probably be Psylocke, yeah? Four fours we like to play ahead of curve here. I'm shocked this has good numbers. Penny good stuff holding up. This is spicy. That is Daredevil scream. And I'm shocked this has numbers. We played something close to this and it was terrible. Well, I guess I don't think I was playing Shadow King. That probably helps a bit. Check my notes. That's clean. Spectrum 2099. don't think I want to start with 2099. I think I want to get a feel for how many anti-2099 cards people are still playing a day later. There's a lot of people metagaming hard for them. To people watching the YouTube stream, we don't have a bot over there that can do commands. I will put the economy update in the stream description. You'd be able to see it there now. All right, let's play a few games, huh? Stand up for a little bit. First answer, you just starting Snap. We are, yeah. I was waiting for rollover because I wasn't a fan of the feature location. Zabu and Depenny and Wicked sounds great. Well, we both dodged that bullet. Do I do this? Actually, I gotta do this with the Gwenpool draw. Wanda has so many great pieces of art. Holy. I would love to Galacta before Gwenpool, I think, here. I want a Gwenpool after we Acid Arrow. Kinda hoping Nidavellir dies here. That way our Galacta's not exposed to Shang.
Power must be controlled.
At least that's out of the way and we know it's coming. We don't have to worry about it happening later now. Let's do this, and then I can Magneto them into the leftover here, plus play Kitty here, yeah? Ideally, the rune stays plenty open here because they need to fill the Nidavellir.
We are the future. Mjolnir, to me.
Wait. That play lost to me doing nothing, right? Counting, not even once. Alright, I need to tap an end roll and I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll see you in 120 seconds. Thanks for checking out. Don't go there or be snapping for a few hours yet, gamers. Giving 2,000 tokens for duplicate cards, isn't that one of the things said Jeff would never happen? No, I said removing duplicates would never happen. Because if you're guaranteed to never get a duplicate or variant, you get all the cards while spending $0. Hell's Kitchen here to save the day. Lovely, lovely. The Series 3 buff means that new players will get Series 3 complete while free to play in like 3 to 4 months instead of like 7 to 8. So it's not a short time, but it is markedly better. Thrillo, thank you for the 7 months. Ooh. Piece of candy. A lot of these bounce grinders at the top tend to play Shadow King, so it's something we'll need to think about with sequencing. Galacta has definitely made Scarlet Spider a real Marvel Snap card. He's real solid. What do we think of this? And we use Scarlet Spider to force him over here. It also hedges like a Nico randomly re-rolling Limbo a little bit. That probably doesn't bode well for us. Them not playing for there. I cannot believe they rug pulled me with that low of points. That's wild. That's super greedy. Us getting our chores done. Win matches with a snap. Alright, I guess we'll move or snap some kids. I mean, Todd, they're literally never going to give you every card without spending money. Anybody expecting that on a snap, you're going to be disappointed. I actually dislike the way you framed your statement too, because it's a way people constantly frame their statements about the Snap economy that are just not true. You don't need every card in Marvel Snap to have meta decks. You need every card in Marvel Snap if you want to have fun playing every card. But way too often, people equate I want to be able to play every card with I need every card to be competitive. And there are plenty of cards that get released in Marvel Snap that are not key parts of top decks. Just think it'd be a clog deck. I get what you're saying. I just want to play the decks I see on stream. Yes, and I think that's a valid and reasonable opinion to have. You want to play the decks you see on a stream like this one. But that's a different statement from I want to play every new novel deck I see is very different from I can't play meta decks. Those two things, those two statements aren't the same. And again, I really just want to emphasize, it's fine to feel like I would enjoy this game more if I was allowed to have absolutely every single card inside of it. I think that's a reasonable, valid way to feel. Yes, and in fact, this stream tends to explicitly not be meta decks. We have a Reliant here. I don't have priority. I actually just lose to Doom 99 still, right? I have it now, but I can't win the game. Because if I Alliant them and they only play a 6, they're still gonna get a 6-power Doombot. I guess their 6-power Doombot could go left, so it's a 50-50, so we'll stay for that. Oh no! Imagine losing a different 50-50, couldn't be me. Oh, I forgot to activate Scarlet Spider. That doesn't matter. If I'd have put Alliant here and Scarlet Spider would have hit here, we would have won. That's a lot of coin staff to break our way. Awkward board for us with Crimson Cosmos and Savage Lands for sure. I agree that the fact that the earliest we'll see a huge structural change to Snap being like end of Q1 25 feels like an eternity. I think it's this now, yeah. Would love to high roll Galacta or Wicked next turn. Lovely. Call me Brittany, baby, because I am toxic. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I mean, sure. It kinda worked out, question mark. So this pulls into here. And we get rid of the Dracula, yeah? Is 17 enough? Or do I need more? I might need more. I'll put it all over here.
Oh, snap.
Snap them? Because I need to win games with the snap. Maybe they leave. I don't know how the Lady of Sage works with the ongoing buff. Now we'll never know. Stupid alliance missions denying me sweet end games. There's nothing more peak Twitch chat than me boomer snapping someone where it's pretty obvious they should leave, and someone being like, are they sniping? No, my dear gamer, just because my opponent understands basic game mechanics and understands they should leave does not mean they're sniping. This board's terrible for us. I'm gonna take a mulligan. It reminds me of someone left a comment on one of my YouTube highlights the other day telling me I shouldn't retreat games that I'm likely to lose in anymore because if I was actually a good player, I should like the challenge. And I was just like, never before have I read a comment that so cleanly highlighted how terrible people are at the stat mechanic. That just like so wholly and completely explains why people make the terrible stays they make in this game.
Oh, snap.
Do you like to play poker, and if so, which casinos are you at? Inquiring minds would like to know. It's like when my friends invited me to play poker and couldn't understand why I would fold pre-flop hands. Yep. Our hand is very good. Good golly. Holy. Their deck doesn't usually run Shag, right? I mean, I'm gonna get to Eliatham on the left, so shouldn't matter. They're never beating 23 here, right? Fact check me. How are they ever beating 23 without text? They're not, yeah? So I give the Galacta bonus to the kitty. The Psylocke has been such a good addition to this deck. We copied a deck list off the internet, and I cut a cable for a Psylocke, and Psylocke's just been utterly absurd in these games. All of our 4s you're super happy to play on 3. Zabu on whatever game helps. Hey now. I've had Kitty on one a couple of these games. The Zabu change really came into its own with the addition of Galacta and a couple others. Is Scarlet Spider finally worth picking up? Spider's been very good in a lot of these Galacta shells. It is a generically very reasonable card. We might Petty Parker walk one of our bigger things over into the left. Against if I Magneto here, I can't Petty Parker. Our deck actually seems kind of mid against these Doom 2099 decks. We gotta catch up with the Fortune Goliath. Oh my goodness! Oh wait, their Jeff can move in there though, yeah? So we're still dead? Rats, I should have played the Penny out. Oh, they're Erishim. I feel like I need something. My previous brain was if I saw blue energy to start, I identified them as Erishim. And now that's no longer a thing. So unfortunate. Here. Yeah, there's plenty of things that consistently outpace the Doom 2099 decks. They don't actually make numbers that are that big. They're like 15 to 20. No, I don't think we win this because I can't get rid of this. So if they play exactly one card here, I'm only gaining 4 over here up to 19, and another Doombot's gonna add 4 more on the right. Yeah, they're at 21 on the right. I'm getting smoked by it, playing the Collector Wicked deck. Yeah, the Collector Wicked deck doesn't make big enough numbers, and it's trying to depend on Shang-Chi to beat their numbers. So Doom 2099 is a card that makes like mid-sized numbers that don't die to Shang-Chi. So a deck that doesn't have numbers and counts on Shang-Chi to beat bigger numbers can't keep up with 2099. So good at playing Zombu on 1, gamers! You know, that's actually an interesting thought that's different from the usual conspiracy theory. They buffed Enchantress right before they released a new ongoing card, yeah? So if you're having trouble, maybe consider adding Enchantress to your deck. I don't know if I can snap Erishim. I'll probably live to regret it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it with the turn 3 Wicked draw here. Doom 2099 isn't ongoing. So I know Doom 2099 isn't ongoing, but his bots are, and Enchantress deleting the ongoing from like 2 of the bots is probably really solid for you. Drag Baron Zemo into Fist Tower here. I think Gwen is more valuable than Red Guardian right now, given the meta. You mean like, do I want to play Red Guardian in this deck? No, I like Gwen here.
We are the future.
Well, that's fun. So is that holy? And then I get to Spider into here next turn and then split it? That seems great, yeah.
Victory.
I think Wiccan probably needs to lose a point of power. But I have to say, these Wiccan decks are easily one of the best type of decks to have be the best thing in Marvel Snap. I don't think it's close. Alliance a little annoying as their top end, but just the general play patterns that these decks make are they're good. They're good overall. I think that Marvel Snap's a better game when these types of decks are good. All right, any of my fours. Any of my fours. Any of my fours. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, my brain's so bad. I forgot that Scarlet Citadel was here and this was about to move. Your retreat angle. Our draws were awkward. Woo, buddy! I was about to say our draws are awkward and we're just dead, but apparently their draws are worse. 8,100 snap points! Rank 365! I take back everything I said during the Pokemon Pocket segment about ranked ladders not being competitive. Very clearly my number is what it is because my brain is huge and I am significantly better than every other Marvel Snap player other than the 364 ranked above me. Please, peasant people, worship at my feet. If you're missing Scarlet Spider, I think you could actually sub Captain Marvel in this deck pretty cleanly. She's pretty good with all the power-ups that we're doing. So I could do this, and then next turn I'll have 5 energy, and I could go Grapple Arrow, play a 4 here.
Oh, snap. Victory.
And we'll likely go ahead and pull the Scarlet Spider, and they get to Scarlet Spider the Agony as well. Yeah, we are taking Nerds lunch money, chat. Speaking of lunch money, if you're one of the nerds who still has their lunch money and you're looking for some delicious meals delivered to your door, ready to prepare and eat that are delicious, check out our HelloFresh sponsor for the month. At the end of the stream today, we're actually going to be doing some cooking on stream. Got a chickpea dish waiting in my fridge, ready to prepare. Excited to gobble that up. Nice. Oh, and the Chimichanga's cracked with Galacta. We get to go Galacta and to trigger her on the Changa on Agony to power up something else afterwards. How small does your rank have to be one of those streamers that puts it in the title? So something has to be really small to feel like you should put your rank in your title, but it's not your rank. I'm gonna leave figuring the details on that one out as an exercise to the readers at home. Oh no! Rude. Be wrong to be going all in on the kitty, but I kind of like pulling my stats off the board to insulate against the tech card here. All right, and these Gwen pull triggers are going to go across all of these. Then we'll have a sweet, sweet final turn here. Is this a coin flip for priority? I think it's a coin flip for priority, yeah? We need to lose priority here. At least we're done playing that baby card game full of coin flips. So, number of points on board are exactly tied here. So it's 50-50 who has priority. So now I'm dead to Killmonger, and I'm dead to Shang-Chi, and I'm dead to Shadow King, and I'm dead to all the other tech cards Sarah plays. It's actually noteworthy here. The opponent actually played this really well to get their coin flip. The only reason it was a coin flip for priority is because they quaked me, right? If sewer system had been here, I'd have one less than them. I'd have one less than them. If I would have played the Gwen pool on the left, they would have had priority, but I couldn't. No, that's not true, right? No, yeah, they would have had priority if I would have played Gwen pool left, but I can't know that they're gonna do this. There's so many decks that are Gladiator Quake. Did you figure out which deck you'll play in the tournaments this weekend? I honestly might play 3 different decks a different deck each day. I have a whole bunch of them for the pocket tournaments that seem really good and fun. We'll have another testing session tomorrow morning, but I have like 3 or 4 things that I have like, yeah, I like this. This is a really solid non-Wiccan start. We get to go Kitty Pride into Penny Parker, have it be Spider Time, and then Spider Time gives us 5 energy on 4, so we can Galacta in to trigger her on Kitty. Does Galacta make Scarlet Spider feel like a real card now? It does, yeah. Which is sweet. Oh, come on! That's so rude. Maybe we'll draw one of our 2/1 drops. Now Wiccan's no longer active. We draw him. Holiest Moliest, thank you for the 21 months. Welcome back. I don't watch your Pocket content. I've heard you say competitive Snap is an oxymoronic. Is Pocket competitive? And if so, what makes it competitive while Snap is not? Pocket is the most competitive digital card game I've played maybe ever. And what makes it competitive is that today's a random Thursday afternoon and there's a 200-player tournament and a 180-player tournament going on. You can literally play competitive events 7 days a week. The community tournament scene around the game is better and more thriving than any other digital card game I've ever come in contact with. Just like constantly people running events. Ladders aren't competitive systems. Any system where you can substitute playing more with winning more isn't really competitive. Ladder systems in modern games like Marvel Snap or Hearthstone or Magic Arena are designed to be hamster wheels to encourage you to play the game more. They're designed to put dopamine into your brain by allowing you to watch a number go up. What are the qualities of the games that led to a thriving competitive scene? Pokemon TCG in general has a really well-supported competitive circuit for their base paper game. So there was infrastructure in place for the game to have competitive stuff. Like the website that runs all the community competitive stuff in Pocket existed for the previous Pokemon client. So the infrastructure was just already there for people to use when Pocket launched. It's not even just that Pokemon is a big IP. It's that Pokemon is a big IP that has people specifically interested in card game tournaments. Because it's not like Marvel is small, it's just Marvel's not an IP that has this ingrained community of competitively minded people playing tournaments. So I think it undersells what happened there to just be like, oh, it's because Pokemon's big. No, I think it's because of what's existed around Pokemon for a long time. No, there is nothing inherently different about Pokemon Pocket systems that make its systems or gameplay systems more competitive. Chat, competitive things exist even for games like Tic-Tac-Toe and Rock, Paper, Scissors. Whether or not something can be competitive has nothing to do with the actual gameplay mechanics. It has everything to do with the structures and systems around it that support it. They're playing Hella, by the way, so we're gonna leave. I will say, and this is something of an indictment of Marvel Snap systems when it comes to competitive, and this is something I've talked about before, is Marvel Snap being played competitively optimal is very similar to poker in that it's pretty boring a lot of the time. What do I mean by that? I mean, optimal competitive played Marvel Snap involves one of the two people playing the game leaving before the last turn a significant portion of the time. That's not particularly exciting, right? These locations with my Agony here are super awkward for Acid Arrow. I think I have to do this, and then we like Galacta here and Scarlet Spider here. One of the bits of my background I don't talk about a whole heck of a lot. I talk about my competitive TCG experience, like my math and education, but one of the ways I helped put myself through undergrad and paid for school was playing cash poker. In case anybody's wondering, well, what is Jeff's background in this? To talk about it, what's his baseline experience here? Any chance tokens from dupes are going to be retroactive? 0%. This wins some amount of the time, yeah? Oh, wait. No. Because... shoot. I have priority, so this'll just split over to here. $20's never enough over here, yeah? Is 20 ever enough? This is a mirror match. They have Galacta. 20's never enough. Treat.
Escaped.
Alright, I want to play some more with this one. It's been fun. And it's been winning a good bit for us despite these last couple. We need to take a brief pause for the cause and roll some adverts before we continue, though. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Don't go there. We're going to be snapping for most of the rest of the afternoon. I came back for picking my kid up at the bus and suddenly Jeff starts losing. I told you I'm unlucky. Ah, so it's your fault. At least I have someone to blame other than myself. As a card game player, that's all I really want out of life. Someone to blame for my losses other than myself. Holy cat, 6 for the 26 months. Series drops have to be better. I think if it works a little bit like Magic and their type cards, all cards should eventually series drop with how rapid growth is. So, if you want to make a comparison to Magic that I think is actually very fair, that a lot of people don't draw, and maybe this will resonate with some of my other Magic players. Marvel Snap series drops are kind of comparable to rotation in Magic, right? Where, like, your cards leave the standard format and thus become cheaper long-term once they're older, right? And if you draw a comparison directly to how often Magic rotates their standard cards, their cards don't rotate for 3 years. It's a long timeline before they devalue their cards by putting out new ones. And Marvel Snap's only barely 2 years old, yeah? So I think if you're coming at it from a Magic perspective, the fact that we've had any at all already is pretty quick, all things considered. Sodom, thank you for the gift sub. I appreciate that. So the verdict on Doom 99 seems like a very good and very boring Marvel Snap card. Is Alioth a necessary component of the game plan for Wiccan like this? Yeah, I think so, unfortunately. It's a unique effect that's going to win you games that nothing else can. The worst part of my month is the one ad break I see before I remember to subscribe. Fair, honestly. Yeah. We might spider this Scarlet Spider. Yo, dog. I've never felt so ambivalent about spending keys on an obviously strong card. I think the types of decks that Spider-Man 2099 is good in are decks that I personally tend to find incredibly boring. I think it seems like an objectively strong card where if I was someone who enjoyed decks like me, I would probably skip it because, yeah. Did I say Spider-Man? Whatever. You know, the new card. This is the War Machine Black Swan deck. This one's sweet. Although, that sequence of plays from them is exceptionally bad. Holy. That's so unlucky. I should pin for people asking about the economy update on the YouTube side. It is in the stream description. For those asking on the Twitch side, I just pinned it for you. All right, so War Machine means that they can play multiple cards out this turn. They have 2 demons in their hand. Can I beat Demon Anywhere plus Infinite? I don't think I can, right? They probably don't play for center. What's the most points I can add on the left? I'm gaining 3 more here, so I'm at a virtual 18. And then this would be 12, which would get me to 30, which is still short on beating Demon here, plus Infinite here. And they only have 1 card left in their deck because of the Jubilee, so I think we're going to go here. Second Dinner has been saying in Team Answers on the Discord they've been working on economy changes for 8 months, and it seems like they probably weren't. I mean, do you think they were working on, we're gonna double Series 3 card acquisition and give you 1,000 more tokens for 8 months? Because that's definitely not the case. You are correct that it did not take them 8 months to come up with the 2 Band-Aids that they said they're implementing in January. I don't know. For people who are newer to Marvel Snap, I've been here long enough to remember when we went from collector's tokens to spotlight keys in really quick succession, and everybody was complaining that the economy was changing too much too frequently. So, like, yeah. If you're just joining us, the 2 Band-Aid economy changes they announced is they are going to be doubling Series 3 card acquisition. And they are going to be making the booby prize in your spotlight caches be 2,000 tokens instead of 1,000 tokens. They've also announced that they're a few months out likely from a complete system overhaul altogether, and these 2 changes are only stopgaps in the short term. For those who are newer, this change basically means it's gonna take, currently as of right now, it takes upwards of 8 months free to play. As of right now, it takes upwards of 8 months free to play to get all of Series 4 and 5 stuff. Or sorry, all of Series 3 stuff, not 4 or 5, Series 3. After the change, it'll take about 4 months. He snapped me? I don't know. I've got Gwenpool. I've got Wiccan. I think I'm staying. So they're gonna like Iron Fist here and punch dagger across the map, I wager. Is this Iron Fist, Dagger, or Ghost Spider? The cloning bats being on this side, not allowing them to, What if I do this? This seems pretty good, yeah? We could copy the fart. Yeah, we could. That's so boring, though. All right, fine. We'll copy the fart and be boring. The HelloFresh Pro will be up for like two more weeks. It's got a little bit. Let me get the 3 weeks actually. Yeah, it runs for a month or about a weekend, so plenty of time, Moldy. No rush. Disgusted Ed, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Where am I Eliathing? Where are they gonna put their tech card, chat? They can't tech card me everywhere, right? Famous last words. Imagine retreating later in this position. That's so funny. This is one of those, it's technically optimal to always retreat later, but like, come on. Come on. Dick's been sweet. Someone asked earlier, is Penny Parker been good in any movement decks? Yeah, some of the bounce move shells have played her to all right effect. Will the cooking session be in your kitchen, or will the hot plate be set up in front of the computer? No, I'm gonna have a full. I have a laptop with a couple of webcams and an all-right microphone that Christy sets up upstairs for us. While I'm glad they're giving away a Series 5 card, Sedum, I really wish they would have made Elsa give +3 instead of just giving her 1 extra point. As someone who really likes playing the types of decks Elsa should be good in, she's not good anywhere right now. I'm gonna do this to try and brick them pulling anything into here with Kraven for the turn. Ooh, candy. Wait, they're playing Doom in their move deck? Does ever win the game? This ties a Juggernaut on the left. And I'm pulling Stegrod somewhere else.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, geez. I think I lose the left, right? So I'm pulling 12 into there. Little short because they pulled my squirrel out. Out of 1 hit with the squirrel still there. Close. I don't think Elsa is remotely comparable to Surfer. I think +3 Elsa is probably fine in this metagame. Roughly, what time will cooking be? Everybody play Snap for 2 more hours is my plan. I wanted to get a good solid Snap session in since we didn't play the last couple of days, really. None on Tuesday, only a little bit today. Or a little bit yesterday. How about Miss Marvel? At a minimum, Miss Marvel should get her 5th point of power back. I'm honestly shocked they haven't done that already.
Opponent snapped.
I'm gonna leave. Feel like there's a chance they're like a War Machine or Doom 99 deck that plays well with these locations. I don't know that I'm gonna put up a dedicated video about the economy update. Maybe I should. I don't know. Most of the edited Snap videos haven't really performed well. We did a live react at the start of the stream today. Maybe I'll just cut the live react and upload that. It takes pretty minimal work to do. I'm just checking. Are you the person that just snapped me on 2 and I retreated? This is a little greedy because it gives them a chance to get the white hot room. Yeah, that was me. It's real weird champ behavior, gamer. We barely played. We didn't really play a game. GG. You played perfectly. GG. Jimmy the Bass, thank you for the 21 months. Again, plus white hot room feels illegal. I mean, I don't think we can win the game is the problem.
We are the future.
Well, I guess I'm winning the left now. I don't have priority for Alioth on the right though. I should have played Psylocke in the sewer system. They probably just can't beat this many points, yeah? They shouldn't be able to put any points on the left. And I'm just adding 8, 9, 10, 14 over here through the sewer system. Oh, they could have Doctor Strange. Yeah, Doctor Strange can get me.
I am the sorcerer
Alright,
supreme.
cool. I win this game if I'd have played the Psylocke on the right. I win this game if I played Psylocke on the right. Instead of in the middle. I forgot that I was moving their Cosmo with Magneto. I didn't need the extra 2, and it would have given me priority this turn to clear their Doctor Strange, and then we win the game. That's on me. Alliance may or may not win this game. Probably not.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, wait. We win if we win either 50-50. If their Doombot goes here, we win. If their Doombot goes here... No, wait. We don't even need any this here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. On a boomer snap, because I have a mission to win games with a snap. They should leave because they're dead to Goliath. This is why people boomer Snapchat. This is why people boomer snap all the time. Because they're just like making stays in spots like this. We're just like, I'm just trying to get my alliance mission done. No reasonable person should ever stay in this game of Marvel Snap. Thankfully, most people that play this game aren't reasonable. Thanks for the 2 extra. There we go. 6 matches, 1 with the snap. Lovely. Actually, never gonna get this 8 cube one done. Not in a million years. All these Wiccan, Galacta stuff decks feel really solid. Playing Scarlet Spider is fun. If you're missing Scarlet Spider, I actually think this is probably one of the few Scarlet Spider decks where you could probably get away with subbing him for Captain Marvel, because she fills a similar 4 slot role, and you have other ways to put numbers out other than just him, but the Scarlet Spider probably is the ideal thing in that slot. Played a lot of good Zabu Psylocke games. We have a ton of 4s, so we don't mind playing ahead of curve. All right, let's take a brief pause for the cause and roll some adverts. When we get back, we're going to be playing something else. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. Should we scream a little? I need scream boosters, shit. Steggy boy, oh steggy boy, the cards we are moving. Ooh! This is a extra tidbit that wasn't in the original announcement. So currently every 9 reserves has 2 cards, 3 cosmetics, 100 tokens, and 3 sets of credits. After the change in January, there will be four Series 3 cards, 100 tokens, 3 credits, and then 1 random variant guaranteed. So the two things that they're cutting are cosmetics, and instead of just leaving 1 cosmetic that's gonna be a booby prize consistently, now you'll only get avatars and titles out of reserves once your Series 3 complete. You'll be guaranteed to get a variant 1 per 9. Yeah, that's my understanding of this, Duck. Is it means titles and avatars are no longer in regular caches until your Series 3 complete. That's interesting. All right, let's give this little Scream deck a try, huh? I like getting gold tickets out of reserves. I mean, my 4-year-old likes eating her boogers. I think it's gross, but she's super into it. But who am I to tell you what to like? Scream on 2! Alright, our deck's busted now, yeah? Snap a little. Watch us snap Bob into Murder World here.
Victory.
No, that means everyone is guaranteed 1 variant per 9 reserves once they change it in January. Sorry, I forgot we're done with the... Oh, I should fill my alliance missions really quick, speaking of. I forgot we're done with the snapping alliance missions, so... Haven't dropped crappy missions yet for the week. Wong hop. No! That is not the button I want! I'm gonna go to deck just so I can delete it. What a freaking pile of cards. God, I hate the alliance implementation is just so bad. It's just endless. This is my last drop. All right, I mean, I guess I'll take a couple that get done eventually.
Epic.
Can't drop anymore, right? Nope. Are they force opening hoarders caches? They are not. This Band-Aid change doesn't count as a system overhaul. So if you're someone who's Series 3 incomplete, you could technically hold your boxes for the next 3 weeks or whatever till the January patch and get nominally more. Actually, I'm gonna wait to play her because I don't want to brick and draw because of Nova Romo. The variance change is kind of lateral, because technically you could get more variants than that right now. Is worth noting. Bye, friend. Fair trade, really. Fair trade. I graciously and humbly accept these terms and conditions.
Victory.
To say, I'm really happy in general we're just getting some movement, even small, on the economy stuff in the short term, because you know, we all have good days or bad with our games or whatever, but I really do like Marvel Snap more than I dislike it. And I hope they're able to get their stuff together that can be a reasonable game that I can recommend to new people. I'd love it for the Snap economy to get to a point where, like, when a Pokemon Pocket player asks me, hey, Jeff, is Snap worth checking out? I can say, yes, it's worth starting today. Yes, our opponent is an Aeroship gamer, and they have Quinjet on Onslaught to start, so we're probably leaving. You don't recommend Marvel Snap. I think Marvel Snap, given its current economic system, is difficult for me to genuinely recommend to people as something they should start today in 2024. Almost 2025.
Escaped.
If someone who found my content through Pokemon Pocket and has never played Marvel Snap before was like, Jeff, this Scream Deck looks sweet. I want to start playing Marvel Snap. How do I build this Scream Deck so I can enjoy it? The answer to that question is, you can't. It's start playing Marvel Snap today and you can play this Scream Deck in 6 months. There is a huge disconnect where content creators and my job is basically worthless for people who are new getting into Marvel Snap. And that's different than other card games, right? Like if a Marvel Snap player to me says, Jeff, I like this Pokemon Pocket deck, how do I build it? I say, okay, these are the booster packs these cards are in. You start pulling for these packs, then you prioritize spending your pack points to get them accordingly as you build your collection up. There's a very direct path for people to work towards. I'll figure out how we win Hellfire Club later, but for now, I'm just gonna put everybody over there. Do you think it would be nice to add booster packs to Marvel Snap or change the system? So, traditional booster packs just kinda don't work for Marvel Snap. Because the thing you have to understand is games like Pokemon Pocket have with Pokemon Pocket's first mini set releasing, there are more Pokemon Pocket cards than there are Marvel Snap cards already. And when their first big set, or their second big set release at the end of January, they'll have twice as many cards as Marvel Snap does. Like, it's very common for people who are new to card games to talk about Marvel Snap releasing too many cards, but Marvel Snap releases magnitudes fewer cards than every other card game in existence, basically. If Pokemon Pocket has similarly sized sets to their first big set and mini set, they'll release about 1,200 cards per year. Yeah, there isn't pack filler in Marvel Snap. All of your Snap cards are like reasonable game pieces. The question is this enough to win this game here? I'm not sure that it is. Let's find out. Hopefully the real Mysterio's over here. Yeah, Snap's filler stuff is like credits and avatars and titles and boosters. But I think from a psychological perspective, all of that type of filler just tends to feel worse than actual card filler does from a psychological perspective. All right, does Galacta and Gwenpool let them beat 19 in the center here is the question. They might. Oh my goodness! Oh no! Wait, yes! Yes! What a comical series of events. Now that's funny right there. And today, gamers, our opponent learned an important lesson in sequencing. Needed a Shadow King first there. In general, I like Marvel Snap's lack of filler in their card releases. That being said, something Pokemon Pocket's recent mini set taught me is that I definitely miss the experience of... I miss the experience of having proper set releases in my card game. Like, I think I would have a little bit more fun with Snap if I think I'd have a little bit more fun with Snap if we got bigger card drops at least periodically. I think would be fun. That poor Demon Chat. They're going through some stuff over there. I would snap on this turn if I was a snapping man, but I just don't want to chase him out. Oh my goodness! Mercy! Mercy! Holy, have you ever seen someone so completely and wholly systematically dismantled as in this game, chat? Oh! Oh, he just can't keep getting away with it! Good golly. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Do 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 do. Good lord, we're a bully. Any tips for two? It's for Scream. Yeah, draw her on turn 2. They're gonna move something for me, right? I can Daredevil here. Interesting. Okay. I think Machamp EX is worth investing in now with the expansion. Man, I don't think Machamp's ever been a top tier card. That's what you mean. So they ended on Nico on copy mode. So Cosmo stopping the Venom means they get a 10 power or a 3 power Venom back instead of a big one.
Victory.
Well, I do have one whole card that plays into Crimson Cosmos. Oh, come on, give me some big ones. Give me some big ones. Glass half full. They probably don't have many cards that play into Crimson Cosmos either. I think it's literally impossible for anybody outside of Second Dinner to have any idea how successful or not Marvel Snap has been, because Marvel Snap has made giant piles of money compared to most other games in the space, but also only Second Dinner knows exactly how much the Marvel IP costs to keep. If someone said to me, Jeff, Marvel Snap's made, you know, almost $200 million lifetime, but like 100 million of that went to Disney to pay for the Marvel rights, I'd be like, man, that sucks. But I guess I believe that. So we can pull the Titania back on the last turn. I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see them boomer step this Daredevil just to move Bob, because it complicates the right. And I gotta have to leave. Shauna High Roll gets us here. Have your thoughts changed on Bruce Banner because it's been confirmed the Hulk he makes doesn't interact with High Evo? I don't think anybody who understood Marvel Snap rules would ever assume he interacted with High Evo. I was never under that impression. Maybe you were confused because people like me were saying he goes in the High Evo deck because the High Evo deck has a lot of cards in it that wants you to skip with extra energy. So like it has synergy that way. But yeah, the Hulk from Bruce Banner, I would never have assumed that. It was High Evo powered Hulk. It's been a minute since we played against Quicksilver Wicked. I think it's Kate into Scream on plus an arrow on 2. Trigger the Black Vortex and see what we get. US Agent doesn't bother us much, at least. Like a solidly average Black Vortex roll. Perhaps a little bit of a below average Black Vortex roll here. I have priority by a narrow margin here. Or catching something with Cosmo, or using Stegron to trigger. What's it called? I gotta catch it with Cosmo, yeah. Jakey Bakey.
So, what strategy are you doing?
We are playing a strategy that moves my opponent's cards around.
Do you remember like that card last time? Or like what the time before, which basically destroyed a couple of your cards?
Gambit?
Yeah.
Blows him up.
No, I mean like that big guy, which has that weird head and it's red, it's like, has these like anime white eyes and it also buff.
I don't know if I remember the one you're talking about, my dude.
The game with like 3 power moves around. And then that guy had that card, and then it rams them or something. That was crazy.
I don't remember which one that is.
Well, we could.
Are we
check
dead?
after.
I think we might be dead. I guess if I Juggernaut here,
What does Juggernaut do?
it might be Juggernaut. Juggernaut pushes people around.
Ooh, so pushing them in bad spots where they could get destroyed all bad.
If their big stat stick is like Magneto, I guess I die to a Shang in the middle, but if they Magneto me middle, they'll pull Jug and Cosmo in. I think I can limp in here. We die to exactly Shang middle. Oh, I forgot about Ajax.
What is Ajax?
I forgot about Ajax. I was thinking Magneto was their only big number, but Ajax, he gets bigger for every penalty that's on the board. I have 3 penalties, so he's also a... Oh, there were penalties over here from them too. Oh, and the Titania as well. We were dead even if we didn't play the Titania, but yeah, Ajax should have been on my mind with Man-Thing and US Agent. That happens, bud. You can't win them all.
Yeah, true. And also, that's just a card where you just have stacks with penalties.
Yep, that is the penalty payoff card, Mr. Ajax.
Mr. Ajax, I'm a penalty. It doesn't want, but you know. Ooh, what does that do?
This is Daredevil. He lets you see your opponent's turn 5.
No, I mean like.
Oh, this one? That one stops cards from revealing the turn it happens.
Ooh, what will that one?
I think I have to leave because Crimson Cosmos says I can't play half my deck here. And by half, I mean everything but one. Maybe Spider-Man could sneak in there, but I think having a location we have to give up means even with Scream we gotta go.
Can I?
Is there a Yeti dabbing on his sweater? There is in fact a Yeti dabbing on his sweater. Chat wants to see your sweater. Does that say Yeti for presents? It does say Yeti for presents. Look at that.
So, can I, maybe after this match I could show you that card I want you to show?
You can show me up later, bud. We're working on deck highlight right now, okay? I'll have to scroll through and you can tell me which one you're talking about.
Why Bob?
Bob. This is Hydra Bob. Or as we call him, Hydration Robert.
Hydration Robert. He's a Nazi.
He is a Nazi, and Nazis are...
Bad!
Bad, there we go.
Evil!
Look at that.
Why? What is that? What is this card?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
It's a chimichanga.
It's a chain!
They're delicious.
Chimichanga!
It is a chimichanga.
Chimichanga. Why? Chimichangas!
Listen, chimichangas are delicious, okay?
Wait, what if something buffs a chimichanga?
The chimichanga provides a buff, so you feed it to her, and now she's bigger.
Buff or stronger because of the chimichanga.
We are stronger because of the chimichanga. Facts.
The missile one.
What if I go grapple arrow and then Pete, and Pete pulls the goose out, and grapple arrow pulls him back in?
Goose? What does goose do?
Goose makes it so I can't play big cards in the center. But I don't have that many big cards. It's not too big of a deal.
But why is that?
Look at these Teenage Avengers gamers jumping all around the board. Mobius makes our what's it called?
Oh, Juggernaut moves things.
He does move things.
What does?
Think we're just Daredevil and then chilling here.
Why Bob? What does Bob do?
Bob sometimes moves around. If someone uses the snap button, Bob moves.
Hyper Bob.
That's sad that we drew Miles.
Is there Lego Bob or is it just Hyper?
Just the Nazi Bob.
We don't like Nazi Bob.
Yeah, looks like Spectrum is a good shout out. This match is probably bad for us. I guess maybe if we could top deck Cosmo and catch Spectrum with that, it could be okay, but...
Wait, what is Hyperbot Max? Oh, he escaped from prison after the Nazi war, and he tried to take over America ever since. That is a weird... Is that...
we have priority here. I think I do this.
1 energy for 5 power. That's good. Juggernaut.
Kick him exactly into the center. Sounds good. Cause
That was...
we're punting Wakanda, yeah?
Oh, that's Juggernaut. It's called Juggernaut, I think. It moved cards.
He does move him, yep.
I think the other Juggernaut, like, destroys cards. I don't know.
Here. And Warhead. I think Warhead keeps us alive in the middle. Because they Spectrum, if they play Doom, I guess them sliding Ant-Man into the middle could be a complication, but they probably slide Ant-Man and then like play one thing in there, yeah?
Yeah, but seriously, what are you gonna do now? Oh yeah, it's the final.
It's the final turn.
The final showdown.
Oh, do I lose to this? No, they lose the Ant-Man bonus and we're good, yeah? Warhead is so good. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. We blow up you. 7 points. We're ranked number 359 in the world, Jacob. We're such a big deal, gamers. Who's number one? People at the top do crazy things like paying money for rank points. I know.
How evil are you?
How evil of you. It sounds like something Hydra Bob would do.
How evil are you, Hydro Bobs? You could play Hydro Bob there. You could have played Hydro Bob there.
We could have played Hydra Bob. So some of the strength in Hydra Bob is that because his cost is so low, you can wait to play him till later when you have more information about what's on the board. So you kind of want to wait and see. Opponents had a very good start and they have snapped, and we're gonna leave because we don't have Scream or anything else.
What Scream?
Escape.
Scream is one of our cheap starter cards, so we had no plays on 1 or 2 that were good, so we're gonna leave when they raise the stakes.
No, I can't believe it.
Yes, cards played into Crimson Cosmos or Dark Dimension or Invisible Woman don't count as played for things like Thena and Doom.
You know, I can't believe that people actually pay money or to be at the top.
They pay money to be at the top. It's very silly.
Number 37, I hope they play free play and don't buy rank points.
Hopefully they're not buying rank points. We'll never keep up, Jacob.
Yes! Stop cheating!
How was school today?
Good.
Good. No. Oh, orchestra's done till next year, yeah?
Ooh, what kind of cards we got?
This is Scream. Scream says anytime one of our opponent's cards moves, she penalizes it.
Ooh, what does that card on his team?
That one discards a card from their hand, but they get bonuses when they discard things. That's why he got a boost.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, what's that card? Oh!
Morbius is a discard payoff. He gets bigger for every card they discard over the course of the game.
So it's like a double tag team.
Sinister London is significantly better for them than us. We gotta go again.
So like Thanos is like a good deck or like a bad deck?
Thanos is an okay deck right now. They gave him a buff recently and he was fine.
What was the buff?
They gave him extra card to start in his hand. Because he makes your deck less consistent.
Oh, so he makes it more consistent now?
Oh, a little bit.
Ooh. A Sacred Water Fire type deck.
Just chilling still. You basically never want to play Bob on 1 in this deck. Very rare circumstances like Plunder Castle maybe, but in general, he's part of our last turn of the gameplay. We want to finish on like Warhead and Juggernaut and then some ones. With our Miles and our Titania and stuff.
Scream.
Scream is one of our ideal starting cards. Alright, hopefully we have priority here so we can move this Electro.
1 extra energy.
We do not have priority.
They got 1 extra energy. And energy's always important.
This means if they have Misery, they can Misery the Electro.
What do you mean, Misery?
They're blinking. Oh, okay, interesting.
Dog.
Uh,
Wait, it's Dove? What Dove
Doom.
do? Oh, Dr. Doom!
Dr. Doom! Yep, he's in Fortnite, right?
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore?
Dr. Doom! The Doom is coming!
What are the odds they play something into the center this turn? I think high.
Has Dr. Doom ever worked with another super villain?
Unlucky.
Then I got a question.
I don't know a lot of comic book stuff, my dude.
We are the future.
Oh no! Magneto gloves!
He did grab our friends.
And you know what's the crazy part?
The Doom animation lighting up on screen there was an interesting bug.
It's a Doom bot.
This matchup seems really mediocre for us. We don't really interface with them profitably. I guess if we could have caught Doom with like a Warhead, we could have been okay, but feels like we're probably Torch Cheerio.
I can't believe it Magneto like starts with 12. Like,
He's got a lot of points. He's a 6 energy card, so 6 energy cards at big numbers to start. All right, gamers, we're not done playing games at all yet. We're gonna be playing Marvel Snap for another hour or so, and then we're gonna be cooking on stream at the end, thanks to our HelloFresh bot. So we're gonna take a brief pause for the cause and roll some ads. I'll see you in 120 seconds to replace some more of this little Screamers deck when we get back. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere.
I believe that people pay to go to the top. That should be like. That would be much more higher other people don't pay to.
Jakey, my self-worth isn't attached to whatever our rank number is. It's okay.
0.
Okay.
Okay, can I see the power levels? So like, it looked like 1 with Hyper Bomb was 0. So it was okay. Ooh, there was a different card of that card you just looked at.
Yep, that's right. Lots of different artworks. This is like the chicken version.
Cock.
Chicken stack rod.
What's the coolest weapon?
Juggernaut.
Oh yeah, that's the Juggernaut I was talking about.
Oh, you just remember a different art. Yeah, Juggernaut's the one that pushes him around.
Yes, he is. I heard Juggernaut is a good card.
Doom is checking a lot of dex power. Yeah, if you can't interface with Doom via tech cards, really. I guess Enchantress kind of does. I think Enchantress is probably underrated as a Doom 2099 answer. If you tag like 2 of the Doom bots, they don't leave a lot of actual stats lying around afterwards.
Doom bot. Ha!
Especially since they pushed her to 6 points of power recently.
Doom bot. They're a bot in Marvel. Snap. I guess the Juggernaut here in this picture, I guess I could say that he wanted an extra power boost.
It's breaking a fence. He's good at breaking things. Most of these artworks involve Mr. Juggernaut breaking various things.
Yes, but what is the backstory of Juggernaut?
I don't know.
There's a
U.S. Agent is also solid against the bots. Yeah, that's true. Should we drop U.S. Agent in here? I don't know that I have a good sub for him. I guess he could go in over Bob.
Bob. You mean Hyper Bob?
Is U.S. Agent a better meta choice than Hydra Bob? Maybe. Oh, he clashes with Miles. Yeah, that's true. That would probably be the swap. I think we still play Stegron to enable Scream. But you're right. It's probably swap Miles if we want that. Let's give that a try and see how it feels.
Friday.
Love you, dude. Catch you later.
Love you too.
Cardboard Tech, thank you for the 55 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yes, Doombots are not played, so Echo does not interact with them. That is correct. Are added to the board. Pete loves him some Bar Sinister gamers.
Opponent snapped.
Probably supposed to leave here. I don't know, make Spider-Man.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
All right, Pete, I want the last two of you to go center, please.
Spider-Man here.
Thanks. Appreciate it, bud.
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Rip. Do we Polaris Band? No, we should have retreated when they snapped on one, is what we should have done. Rather than staying in a game. How does this work? I think this works how I want it to. That is, in fact, how I wanted it to work. I guess?
Victory.
Everything turned out better than expected, question mark. Glad we stayed. One of the games of Marvel Snap for all time, for sure. Pretty split. Someone who has split Kitty 20 plus times and still doesn't have a gold crackle. I'm not jealous at all. Right on time, Scream. Welcome to the party, bud. I think it's this. And then we stagger on next turn.
Snapped.
That's a lot of cards. Wait, did they just snap and move their Hydra Bomb as well? Honey. Okay, and I have priority here now, so I can go Scream into Peter Parker, drag Hope kicking and screaming off to somewhere else, yeah? Man, look at all these gold crackles. There's just like this ugly Hydra Bomb sitting here. Hey, Deften. Afternoon. We were sitting on boosters waiting for a variant, quite possibly. I guess they're getting points energy regardless of where this goes. Ooh, hopefully we filled the left auto. Hey, Corliss, thank you for the gift subs. It's very generous of you. Even if the real Slim Shady is on the left, we're still winning there. But I have Titania, so she's a free roll. This seems good, yeah. They have 8 energy. Am I concerned they're just gonna fill the board? Yes? Let me do this. I could do this. Bill. Oh my goodness, would my other line have won? Oh, my other line would have won, yeah. No, would I have been short? I would have had 14 here, and I would have kicked 8 out. My other line was a coin flip to win. My other line, if I hit the Mockingbird, they'd have been -8, so I'd have been 14 to 13, and I would have had 5 more here. My other line was Juggernaut Agent with Titania here. Yeah. Yeah, they could have been screen peeking. They're ranked super high. Who knows? I think ghosting's just really not a thing that happens terribly often. I think people just tend to play at a great glacial pace. Most people are either playing while distracted or just very deliberate gamers. No, that's actually not how that works, Tech Strange. Galacta always triggers on the thing played first, regardless of if Juggernaut moves it or not. It's a weird interaction, but it's how it works. We have priority because of negative zone. That's gonna guess. I can't keep up on the right is the problem. What if I Warhead here so I can Juggernaut them into the vault on the last turn? I think that's the play. Bye, Felicia. Nailed it. Trickiest teenage warhead. Lovely lass, keeping the right open for us. Hello, have a mute. Fantasy Viper got a release date. That's exciting. When is it?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Wait, it's gonna be a 1200 gold variant? I expected it to be an ultimate. What if I Juggernaut their Ghost Spider? 50% of the time it ends up in the island, yeah? Swish! Oh my goodness! And we bricked their hand on being able to get the Ghost Spider back. Holy. It's me. I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. Do 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 do. Her release date is March 1st. Oh, you can't tell me 3.5 months from now. That's not a real release date. Can easily change before then. We play Warhead left to potentially negate their Vulture. No, they're not going to put their Vulture here because they don't have Ghost Spider back in there. And I think it's just this and Trigger My Scream. And then our last turn is Vibranium, Pim Arrow, and Stegron on the right. About to get tech carded out of the left.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
Tech carded out of the middle.
Victory.
Not a single tech card, just good honest movers. Galacta boosters. I think a good variant for her at some point. I hate when they put Chibis in the battle pass. I feel like they should avoid polarizing variants in the battle pass. The real tech was the math, not even once we had along the way. Fair, honestly. Every variant is polarizing. I don't know about that. I think the ones that are parts of big groups tend to be more polarizing. Well, I mean, they're probably a War Machine deck, but in the event that they don't have it, this Polaris is quite good. Yeah, or probably a Doom 2099 deck. Bad to venture a guess, so this US agent's hopefully worth his weight. Step into my office. We need to talk about your grades, bud. Alright, I changed my mind. Go back where you came from.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
You're gonna storm the Nexus. That just means I need to maintain priority, yeah? I play these in this order, because then I kick her across, and if they play one thing, she kicks back. This is fine. Who am I? I'm the Juggernaut! We could lose the Nexus, or win the Nexus, lose the game, if we put an Infinite into the left. Nice Law. Thanks for re-upping that Prime for the second month. Welcome back. I started playing Snap again after a month of obsessing over Pocket, and I've been enjoying the game unironically. And I know this sounds weird when I say it. One of the things you could do to enjoy a live service game like Marvel Snap more is also play other games. Every live service game ebbs and flows and has ups and downs, and when you only have one game you're enjoying, when that game hits a low point, it really takes a toll on your gaming enjoyment as a total. And that second thing doesn't even have to be another live service game. It could be, you know, a single player game. It doesn't even have to be a game. It could be a different hobby. But just like making it so all of your enjoyment isn't tied to one singular thing is the important thing to have. I don't know that I'm going to be able to take priority here, unfortunately. Dracula we do, right? Cool. We're gonna put the acid arrow into Spider Island and Pup Scream there. Yeah, but then it wouldn't guaranteed go on the right? No Cosmo here is so sad. What do we got? Proxima Grants. I wish she would have gone to the right. 2 swarms. Their last card, Apocalypse. It is not. They have 2 swarms plus whatever they're drawing for the turn here. Let's say they draw Apocalypse. And they play a swarm here. They would be at... They're at -10 from this. They're at -7. Apocalypse gives them 12. So they'd be at 5. And then so long as Juggernaut moves something... Oh, they can't play the swarms. That's true. With that energy. Okay, I think this is good, actually. And then Juggernaut punts their thing here to the left. Oh, no, it's going to come down to a breaker because they drew Colleen, who discards a card. We win the breaker, though, question mark, because they're not discarding anything big.
Victory.
Sweet. I'm glad Scream made this archetype feel real. It was pretty bad for a while. Seems very reasonable now. Mediocre discard draw still holds up pretty good. I mean, literally the only thing their discard draw was missing was Apocalypse. They had Dracula, MODOK, Morbius, Swarm. So, like, yeah, they didn't have the Stone Colds, but, like, their draw was pretty good. Scream for me. Scream for me! I don't know that I can snap them because they're still a Wicked deck, but Fisk Tower, obviously wonderful for Polaris. No Red Guardian one time, right? Boo! Polaris is very upset that the penalty wasn't applied. How did Doombot Day go? I only played a little bit of Doom 2099 yesterday. He's a design that doesn't really spark joy for me. Sandman and adjacent cards are not really my cup of tea. This turn's kind of gross, huh? We get to Warhead something, and then I get to Acid Arrow plus Titania something else. Grapple Acid Arrow into Fisk. It depends on what they do here. Because remember, the Fisk Tower penalty doesn't apply, so all that does is, like, give me 2 on my screen. Realistically, I probably want to Warhead one of their plays, and then Acid Arrow Titania one of the other lanes. What do you think of adding Sarah to this deck? Sounds atrocious. You don't need to play more cards the last turn of the game. You want control over what's happening on turn 5. Use up Hydra for Rocket Raccoon if you're missing him. Yeah, probably. I boomer snap this, yeah? Every time? They're leaving once it happens, so might as well try and get a cube out of them now. This is just so rude. Holy. For my next trick. Wait, they stayed?
We are the future.
Shoot. Hey, this is in the right order. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're super good. They get -5, I get +5. Cool.
Victory.
Oh, Steggy boy. Oh, Steggy boy. We're winning Monster Metropolis. Yeah, small clutch. Had to real quick, like, oh, are we got here? No, we're good. Acid Arrow is definitely Kate's best arrow. That's a good set. This deck was fun. I really like these little Scream decks. I feel like I could take or leave US Agent versus Miles Morales. US Agent seems like a fine hedge for the Doom 2099s people are still playing a little bit of. It is nice that Stegron's finally a real card with Scream. I like that. I like that there's a good reason to play all 3 of these cards. What's this? This is easily the sweetest Daredevil deck I've ever played. The mixture of Titania, Acid Arrow, Cosmo, Warhead, Juggernaut, even Polaris and Stegron. give you clean value with Daredevil in spots, allowing you to clutter up your opponent's board in a very precise manner. Feels phenomenal. All right, we're gonna take a brief pause for the cause and roll some adverts. We're gonna fart around with something else when we return. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. I mean, Scream's consistently been a solid performing card. For a little while now. It is nice to see Daredevil hang out with the good guys for a change, as opposed to just being a toxic mother. I might play some Golden Goodness to wrap the stream chat. This has been one of my favorite decks lately. Got Gold Crackle on the King, so everything in it's Gold Crackle right now. I mean, let's split Scream, actually. We're close on her. Buy a last couple of boosters. I'm just Scream gonna go back. Hopefully now. She's got like 7 or 8 splits. Oh, her collection level 90,000, gamers. Look at that. Buddy old gal. Lovely. 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 There she goes. Hey, Reptile. Thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. No Crackle. Gotta resplit. Nope. Increased split rates are done. My currency is low. Although I might make a bad choice and buy one or both of these bundles. This Bojack is pretty good, and this Mystique's not bad. His horse face is very prominent in that art. He's like full Bojack, yeah, basically. Wait, if I go King, and then Thor, draw Hammer, copy Hammer, play Thor? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Big Reindeer, thanks for the half a year. Appreciate that. I think the opponent might be a Stream Sniper, very possible. Alright, with the Bojack draw, would I rather have more Bojack than more Thor? I think so. I think I'd rather have more Bojack, yeah? Well, that is quite the right side location for our opponent. I actually don't mind bricking a draw here, right? This deck's probably pretty okay into these Doom decks. We make pretty solid numbers. Legion might get us. Oh yeah, I forgot some of these builds are playing quick. That's a good call out. Do I try and play for all three to play around quick? I kind of plays around Legion too, yeah? How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a monkey war. 11, 14, 19. Let it ride.
Victory.
I was playing this deck earlier and it's so much fun. I agree. It's my favorite non-bounce deck in the game right now. You say this is better than traditional Moon Girl Jump. I don't know what deck you're referring to when you say traditional Moon Girl Dump. You can replace Hydra Bob with Ant-Man in this deck. $20.99 seems boring. That's because he is. Any hints on playing Rocket? I always miss. Yeah, he's not a turn 1 play. You play him on turn 6.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Moon Girl's one of my favorite cards in Stamp. She's a ton of fun. I'll put Moon Girl middle to keep him honest. And move Dagger middle. Hopefully plus 12 on the left's enough to win it.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
Hopefully they can't play for the center. Guess he just lose to Heimdall and Goliath. They're both playing.
Escaped.
How's the ladder going? Hamster wheel nice and greased up for you. What a great way to phrase that. All right, what is our day been like? We are plus 14 cubes on the day. We've won 52% of our matches. Nico 2x mode into the chimichanga is so good. We have Bill Moon Girl with this here too. We want this location to be a neutral location for us. Neutral or favorable, please. It's a good looking border on that card. That is not our request granted. Sad. Actually, does this work out for us? I think that might work, actually.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Why does Twitch tell me my sub anniversary like 3 days before I need to resub? Because your sub anniversary like technically isn't the same as the day you resub for whatever reason. I'm really glad we used the king right away, huh? God bless us, everyone. All right, and then in a perfect world, we want to draw Mule. We want to draw Stormbreaker or Hitmonkey next turn. All right, they are a Luke Cage deck. Yep. I mean, if you're gonna twist my arm. Can I compete in the center, or would I rather just have 4 more on the right? I can't remember a card with more varied opinions than Doom 2099. Is there someone telling you Doom's not good? My experience is that the response to Doom 2099 is that like he's universally good. I don't think I've heard a single person say that. In fact, I think I would go so far as to say Doom 2099 is the most in agreement I've seen with the community bet on a card in a long time.
Mjolnir. To me.
Be like Shankar Shadow King tier. I guess there's a world where 16 is not enough to win left. Wait, did they lose the middle? Okay, I wasn't expecting them to lose the middle. They just don't have hazmat. Cool.
Victory.
I was expecting a tech card to hose us on the right and then hazmat to let them win the middle. I've been seeing a lot of people say it's too single deck dependent and doesn't hold up if you don't ramp. I don't know. It seems pretty good. There's two good ways to ramp. It's really not hard to build a deck with Zabu and Psylocke. I think if you like playing Sandman or Legion Lockout style decks, you could probably pick up Doom 2099 and feel pretty good about it. If you enjoy playing decks like this that make you actually have to think, he's probably an easy skip. Our movers matchup with this deck is kind of mediocre. They make bigger numbers than us, says local man before he hits double Bojack Norseman. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hark the herald Bojack sing. Glory to the horsey king. All right, well, now we would snap them. Now we would snap them. Do I want 2 kings? I don't think so. Actually, undo all. I want to wait to use the king until next turn because I want the highest chance to draw one organically.
Opponent snapped.
I'm about to get Cosmoed, chat. About to get Cosmoed. Oh, is that all? Now I wish I would have drawn it right away. Because now I'm exposed to Cosmo. I'm exposed to Eliath. I doubt I have priority going into this next turn. You don't get the dagger play. They're gonna play like a Ghost Spider or something here, I assume. Ultra Cosmo, I bet. What? Excuse me? You think a puny agent of the United States of America can keep up with the Bojack Norseman? Are ye worthy? We are. We are, all Father. We are worthy.
Victory.
Going on, Try Dave. Thanks for the 19 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. King Atiri is very good in this one deck. And any other deck that wants Beta Ray Bill. He's a key part of the Thor's package for sure. This deck's also probably the best deck you can play to get your activate missions done. How does Doom 2099 rate on the Jeff scale? If there were negative numbers on the Jeff scale, Doom 2099 would be in them. Incredibly boring design.
Opponent snapped.
Fan doesn't do much.
Escaped.
Average video gamer. How's the audio been today, by the way? Game audio sound crisp and clear? I redid my audio setup on the computer to route things in a different way, so avoid some of the issues we were having the other day. I think, and nobody's mentioned anything, but so I assume it's good, but I figured it can't hurt to ask. Audio's been perfect. OBS added a beta feature that allows you to capture specific audio application. So I don't have to have a extra third-party application anymore. I can just capture just Snap or just LD Player right in side of here now. Mother of God. Holy. Who's gonna give me a big ol' Bojack? Big ol' Bojack. Big ol' Bojack boy. Billy boy. Billy boy. Wait, Nico doesn't.
Opponents.
Thought Nico gave me a doubled Bojack back. That's sad. It's turn 5, Gap. I have to use Eitri this turn if I want it. Am I staying? Guess I am. Maybe I'm a fish. People just don't respect the power output in this deck a lot of the time, so they'll snap you when they're behind. Oh, my button broke. Sorry, I put it. Means I have to play out my last turn very quickly.
I am Iron Man.
Was that a good draw, chat? Unironically, what if I just do this? And just like play to win left and right in case they play to win the middle. Sunspot's bad. No, Sunspot gives 4 more to the Hitmonkey.
Hey, you found a rook.
Like I said, chat, people regularly underestimate this deck's power output range and frequently snap you when they're not actually ahead. I think you can play this deck without Bob. Ant-Man is very similar to Bob in this deck. You need Bojack, and you need Black Swan, I think. Why? There might be wiggle room for Black Swan to be Hope if you had Hope. Might be the one card that does something similar to Swan. You could. If you're missing Bojack, now don't spend money you don't have to spend on hobbies, chat. But there is a good value Bojack bundle in the shop right now. That's all I'm saying. You get yourself a Bojack and 4 card splits. It's a Bojack. It's a Bojack and a key if you squint, yeah? What did I bill? Fuck you. I think the Hope Kitty Wasp version of the Moon Girl dump is worse than this one. I don't know. If I'm being honest. I guess it'll be our first non-Thor game. It's a shame we don't have Moon Girl for our She-Hulk. I think the other version of Moon Girl I like other than this one is the one that plays Pixie. That's really sad. Kinda wish I would have played Sunspot here and then Black Swan going into this turn. Would have given us 3 Sunspots if they hadn't Red Guardians. Like a weird Mr. Negative build. Hitmonkey is 11 here, and I'm adding, my hand adds 4 to their gore. Think of this, we punt the right. It's close. Oh, they didn't play for the left at all. Yikes. Currently winning the middle. We're only giving them up to 18 in the middle, yeah? Hold Arbor for the extra point spin. Arbor is a wash on points in the middle because she gives Hitmonkey 2. So I'd rather play Armor on the right because it works towards tiebreakers, so it's strictly better to play the Arbor here, I think.
Victory.
Sure, there's some edge. Strictly is probably incorrect to say. I'm sure there's probably some edge case where it's not better, but... I guess this is so awkward for us. I guess I'm playing armor, but good chance we're just leaving once they play a big thing. Yeah, it's not that impressive. Well, now I wish I would have. We're just doing this? Just doing that. Seems fine. All worked out better than expected.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Why didn't your god pack show up in my Wonder Pick? Have you considered being luckier? I think I'm moongirling these cards, yeah? We might just hit monkey 2 turns in a row then? Can I win a coin flip? We won a coin flip! Feels like cheating. So I think it's this to try and draw into Thor's Hammer. Nice, nice. So I have Hit Monkey, triple 1-drop Hammer next turn. If they Modoc, they discard 4 more cards total, which gets Morbius up to... 17 in the middle. I don't have to do that much to beat that there. Yeah, so they have 4 cards total in hand. So if they Modoc, they discard 3, and then Dracula discards 1 more for a total of 8 or 17 in the middle for them. So 7 here puts me to 19, so I'm plus 2 on that. There's possibly a line where Boomer snapped the Bobs into Kunlun to get them a bonus as well.
Mjolnir. To me. Apocalypse.
This deck has such good cube equity. It's never respect and can rarely predict your output range. It's just so much uncertainty between the Moon Girls and your hammers drawn or not.
Opponent snapped.
Do Bobs jump in reveal order? They do. They're snapping on nowhere. We played against this person earlier. They know we're playing a Thor Hit Monkey deck. Could have one of your cubes back that we took, bud. By the way, gamers, at the end of the stream, courtesy of our HelloFresh sponsor here, I'm going to be taking the live stream upstairs to the kitchen. We're going to be cooking one of the wonderful meals that they've sent me. I like HelloFresh in general, but the sponsored week's extra good because I get a box for free.
Is always changing.
Got a chickpea dish, if I recall. Ready to nom nom. Some type of surfer pile. I think we're going like copycat into this. Is there forge? We'll go copycat into forge the brute over here. All right, them playing out Hydra Bob would imply that they are not a Killmonger deck. Family cooking, or will it just be you? Christy's gonna be hanging out. I'll do most of the work though. Jacob might bump over too. Jake likes being on stream. That is my Hydra Bob. Yeah, so the Hydra Bob implies though that they're not gonna want a Killmonger though, right? Sorry, they could have it, but they're less likely to want to play it out if their Bob is there too. Not all the, there's so many good 3-drops these days, not all surfer decks have room for, what's it called? I might just not have enough points here though, is the problem. Between Gwenpool and what's it called? This is only 9. I'm putting 19 on the right. All right, we'll cope stay for 1 cube with 19 on the right. She-Hulk's a stellar draw. Look at these two matchy-matchies, chat. Don't they have glorious golden splits together? See, these two are meant to be played next to each other. Glorious, glorious golden friends. Silly raptors blocking me from having a bigger monkey. I'm glad we're going to timeline again where Moon Girl is playable. Genuinely, Marvel Snap's current metagame is really solid. We've got some short-term economy changes coming. Hopefully once they roll out the wider spread, game's just going to be in a really good spot again overall.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Hammer! Hammer! She-Hulk, She-Hulk, Rocket, Rocket, Bob, Bob. Oh, I only have one Bob. But it's still She-Hulk, She-Hulk, Rocket, Rocket, Bob, Nico. It's a shame the Sunspot or the Nico weren't the Mjolnir. Go left! Damn it, Pete. Okay, so She-Hulk adds 10 for me on the right. And then she takes 6 away from them. Because they lose Monster Metropolis on these two, and I lose Monster Metropolis here, but gain it here. So this puts me 21 to 14. What do you think of this? I like that this stops me from being Juggernauted out of here. Where do we think they're more likely to Juggernaut me? Actually, they're more likely to Juggernaut me here, yeah? I'm playing Sunspot because Nico is demoning him. This also stops Magneto from pulling me out of the right. Yeah. This is it's definitely correct to fill the center. Did we win all 3? No, we tied the center. It's actually just legitimately excellent in Fun Gamers.
Victory.
I think we're up snap points, right? We're like 8,100 when I started, I think. Record today. We're 6-2 with this pile of cards today. Current season. We are 25-19 with this deck for the season. About 56%. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, you know what? Hold on. That didn't queue. I need to run an advert, chat. We're gonna jam. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Run to the bathroom real quick, too. We'll be cooking soonish. Christy's prepping the kitchen now. Getting our streaming equipment set up there. Believe it or not, we don't typically have streaming equipment in my kitchen. What do you think are the non-negotiables in this deck? We can talk about that when I get back. I'm gonna go pee. So nice. What are the non-negotiables in this deck? Hitmonkey, Beta Ray Bill, and King Eitri are the big 3, with Black Swan being a 4th. I think you could make an argument that Black Swan could maybe sub for Hope. Maybe. I haven't tried that. But these 3 you definitely need. Hydra Bob and Nico could be like mixtures of like Ant-Man or Titania. Other Iceman, other good 1 energy cards. But King's pretty important, so you can fish your hammer up right away to copy it with Moon Girl. Pretty good location for us. That is a very bright Human Torch.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
The economy update definitely does markedly more for new people than it does markedly more for new people than it does for endgame players. That is true. Is he really a Human Torch if he's not glowing like the sun? That's true. That's a savor of the flavor Human Torch moment right there for sure. Our opponent's hand is a little strange. It's Bojack, put a bunch of hammers in my deck, pass on 5, flourish on 6.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
It's like Strange into Toxin. Madam Web, sure. Endgame players don't need anywhere near amount of help. So the people that see the least boost, you're right. Established endgame players who have been endlessly playing Marvel Snap don't necessarily need a large boost if they're managing their resources well. The big and maybe they're gonna do a big series drop in January that'll help with this too, but the people who are least helped by this change are previous endgame players who are already Series 3 complete, who have been out for a number of months and are basically only missing, 3 or 4 dozen Series 4 and 5 cards. The change functionally does nothing for those people. But people who are newer coming in, this helps them get to that end game state quicker. But the fact that when you miss a card in a spotlight cache, you're just never catching back up to it is still, just how it is basically. I think I'm doing this. And then I'm gonna Sunspot here and copy there. I just want to get my hand a little bit smaller, I think. This is slick. So if I play the Black Swan out, I can Moon Girl the Sinister London and get 3 Hulks. I don't know that we're going to be able to keep up with that. A Bojack hand on Sinister London can keep up with this, but we can't. Oh, they're an Airship deck that drew their Doctor Doom on turn 3. Okay, bud.
Escape.
People just shouldn't take breaks then is just like quite the Marvel Snap Twitch chat take to put out. Holy, so long, bud. People broken and damaged by predatory mobile game economies.
Escape.
All right, gamers. Bar with no name and another Aeroship opponent. I think it's time. Christy's got our streaming set up in the kitchen upstairs, and I think I've finagled it so you on the Twitch side you're just going to see the not like this animation for a moment, and then the stream's gonna come right back up on the other computer. The way this works, I believe if I task manager kill OBS, Twitch holds on to it for me. YouTube side, you're gonna need to switch to Twitch because I don't have dual streaming set up there. The contract's technically just for the Twitch stream. So we'll see you in the blink of an eye here in just a minute. We're gonna be prepping one of our wonderful HelloFresh meals upstairs in the kitchen. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere.